Danny's World's newest update just came out yesterday, and it was caked full of surprises. Things like character buffs, hidden lore, and a pretty epic failure. So much to a point that they completely removed it from the game. We will talk about that later, but first, I wanted to talk about Vees skin. So, Vees skin. There's an important thing that everyone missed, and yes, I'm currently showing it on the screen. And I actually can't believe that I somehow missed this in my original video. But if you go to V, go to her skin, equip Showtime V, and go to her action, and go to her hurt face. It's this interesting skin with this weird eyeball that says, "Are you entertained?" This is why scary, and I think this might go back Toon Handler's video, so I'm gonna take a look at that as well. But speaking about Toon Handlers, this is not the last time it'll come out. Today, here is the video. So it's V's Toon Handler asking V, did you hear the news from Delilah and Arthur? There are plans for V version 2. Do I really need an upgrade?
I'm almost as recognizable as Danny. Kids love trivia games, the prizes. No other tunes deal with this. What will change? I'm more than my code. Ugh, Veronica, why are you even listening? You're always so silent. And
we can try and change their mind. I'll help V best I can.
Thanks.
And that's all we have. Now, with this new skin of V saying, "Are you entertained?" Do you think that this is V version 2? Do you think they somehow changed her code? Or is the Skeleton Man once again digging a little bit too deep? Let me know what you think. And this is the craziest change that you've ever seen. There was something fully changed in Danny's World. And I know I already talked about the tunes that got changed, which was Teagan, as well as V. But no, my friends, this one was a trinket. If you scroll on down to Water Cooler, it is now called Cooler instead. Yeah, we just went from Water Cooler to Cooler. And inside of the update, we got 3 variants of the art studio. Here is a short clip of me exploring it for the first time. Look. So you can't get back here, but there's this glass wall, but there's a vent that's broken. There's a broken vent. We have... And something that people missed is that Blot got a bunch of new interactions. So I'm excited to see those come. But until then, I did get one. And it was between R&D. And it goes a little something like this. Blot, hey friend. I hope you're not so tired, Blot, with all the miming. And Blot says, hey, not as tired as Astro usually is. What? Oh. Haha, I think I understood. Because don't forget, Blot also talks backwards, like canonically backwards. Yeah, this guy gets it. And I think it's just kind of a deeper connection between Blot and R&D. I mean, they're in the same skin pack. Obviously, they're gonna be homies in some way. I think that dialogue was just trying to imply that R&D and Blot are on pretty good terms with each other. And there was also some hidden lore inside the map. It was a lore video of Danny, and I have only seen a picture of it. I haven't actually got to watch it, so let's go ahead and buckle in and give this a gander. We got the side-eye view. So, Dandy, are you still having issues with your breathing? Nope, you fixed that right last week. No issues since. You said you felt lonely. Last I took notes. Is that true still? You and Arthur are great, but it's a little lonely. Come on, Delilah. There ain't no tune like me. Oh, wait. This is Danny talking to Delilah, but Delilah right now looks like a tune handler. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's Delilah. That is Delilah Keene. What does that say? I can't read that. Arthur, maybe it's Arthur. Oh my gosh, it's Arthur holding Pebble. Dandy, we'd like you to... What does that say? Hold Pebble? Just like the show, I can't read that. Oh no. Your pet rock? I remember. So wait, oh, look at Pebble. Oh, look at Pebble. Pebble's so cute. And soon you'll have even more friends. It'll be a dream come true. Oh. It's so cute. And then Dandy looks excited. Here, buddy. And Dandy. And then the camera's glitching out. And then it ends. So clearly there is some implicit lore there. So that video there didn't have any of the undertones that normal lore would have. Normally, I feel like in Dandy's World, especially with lore with Delilah Keene and Arthur Walton, it's typically darker, but that one completely had a different vibe. Let me know what you make of that. So that was my guess. However, my friend Doomlord is better at this than I am. He went out of his way to find more lore, and here's his analysis of the secret video. We know for certain the show came first, as well as Delilah further being characterized as logical foremost, and based on how it's portrayed, it seems Delilah is in fact not really evil, just cold and blunt. Arthur is being as sweet as ever, though nothing new there. The video ended with, "Your joy is my joy," something Arthur reminded Dandy of. I'm not sure if that's manipulation or simply being nice, but it being noted as a reminder is a little off to me, though I might just be looking too deep into it. This also would mean that the note Delilah made about Bassie has to be before she was created, as now we have proof that the show came first and Pebble was the first tune created after Dandy. The other mains coming afterwards, then the rest of the cast, and then the event tune. I'm gonna keep assuming that the Christmas tunes were made after the spring tunes out of seasonal reasons, since it could go either way, and knowing Delilah, she would probably get to work on each season when the main would work on each season when the season arrives, and since the year spring comes before winter, and I think this is a fair assessment, and it might be some manipulation tactic by our boy Arthur. Regardless, though, this update was supposed to come with the new feature that I had been gassing, and it was the Fill Team feature. Well, unfortunately, JD's and Landelman, there was a bit of a problem. Okay, I'm still searching. Searching. Is it that hard for a single man? Okay, so I tried using the fill feature and it wasn't even that good. So obviously after I failed and couldn't figure out how I was supposed to use it, there was this announcement. Hello, due to the fill party matchmaking not functioning after a couple of attempts to revive and fix the system, we will be putting it out of the game for now as we take time to look into it further. I deeply apologize for any inconvenience the shutdown/attempts to fix the system have caused. I'll be sure to keep you all updated on as best I can. Do know this feature was working through our prior multiple tests, though it seems the size of player count using said service greatly affected the feature. We will be looking into it with help of Roblox. Thank you all for the support, and I once again apologize. And it was a failure, especially because they were hyping it up so much. However, it seems like it was out of their control. And since this post at 3:26, there has been nothing else said since. So, with that being said, would you consider this update an epic failure, or do you think it's actually just good for Danish World and all of their backend? Regardless, though, I have been editing and we're streaming all day. My brain is about to combust, so that's gonna be it. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon.